So the new star powers for Bea and Max were just released yesterday, but the main question that I'm interested in is, are they any good? So what we're going to be doing in today's video is getting both the new star powers, playing with them for an extended period of time to get acquainted with them, seeing how they perform on each of the brawlers, and then come to a clear consensus at the very end of the video on my honest opinions on them. Are they good or are they bad, and which star power you should be using on each of the brawlers. So hope you guys are pumped up. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Now, of course, in order to test out these new star powers, we need to go star power hunting. So I've been grinding for way too long with these two new star powers, with the majority of it being Max's, and I'm not gonna lie, I might have used it as an excuse to procrastinate my work a little bit today. Don't judge your boy Ray, we've all been there, but definitely have a good hold on the two new star powers, and I definitely have some opinions to share with you all, whether or not they're good, what star power you want to use in specific situations, and overall which one is the better of the two star powers that they have currently. So the way that I want to organize this video is I want to jump into a complete synopsis of each of them, and then at the end of the video we're going to be hopping into gameplay so you guys can see what I've been grinding with. I'm definitely warmed up after playing for a couple hours today with both of them. So we'll start off with Max's. So my first initial impressions of Run and Gun was meh, and I asked myself the question, is it because the star power is inherently bad, or is it because Max is a little bit on the weaker side, like we've talked about in a lot of our videos as of recently? And it boiled down to Max being weaker. Run and Gun, in my opinion, opens up a few different doors for her. I definitely don't think it's overpowered whatsoever, but I think it gives her a few different areas where she can succeed in now where she didn't before. For example, the game mode she now is a little bit more viable in. Beforehand, Showdown, we just did a ranking video on it yesterday. She was like the bottom of the tier list. You never want to play her in Showdown, but now I feel like with the Run and Gun, you're able to break open those boxes a lot quicker and you can be a bit more aggressive. I think she's definitely not like an insane brawler in Showdown, but she bumped her way up the list, especially with Run and Gun. Some other game modes that I feel like now she can kind of stand a chance in is Heist. I was playing Heist for a really long time with Max today. Being able to give your super to your teammates so they get increased movement speed, as well as the added DPS that Run and Gun provides in order to take out the safe, is really good in my personal opinion. So then, which star power is the better of the two? Well, in my personal opinion, I think Run and Gun, the second star power, is in a big way far better than Supercharged. I was playtesting both these star powers in dev build, and I thought they were pretty balanced, and I was assuming Supercharged would be your 3v3 star power, and your Run and Gun would be your solo game mode star power for that added DPS and like Showdown, and then your Supercharged is good because you have your self-generating super, you have your supportive mechanic, you can use it more often for your teammates. But I think Run and Gun is better in every single situation with Max. I really don't think getting more supers is even important. If you really think about it, Run and Gun adds to your overall DPS, which allows you to recharge your super even quicker. So next on the list of things to do is to dissect Bea's second star power, Honey Coat. Now I took a gigantic break between recording Max's portion and Bea's portion right now because my first initial impressions of Bea's second star power was a meh, and a much bigger meh than Max's second star power, but I felt like really weird in the back of my mind that I wasn't giving it enough credit, and I really think I wasn't. I hopped into more gameplay to get a better feel for her in different game modes, all the game modes out in rotation, and I think it's actually really good. Your first initial impressions are to underwhelm it because it's only a half a second of invulnerability, but it comes into play in a lot of different situations. Of course, your long-range chip damage brawlers in game modes such as Bounty, it's going to be exceptional, but in other game modes, it actually does help out in a very big way. For example, if a Tara is coming in on you, they're overextending just a little bit. She used all three of her basic attacks to try to chip you down, and one more shot is going to kill you, so she waits for that fourth ammo, and when she shoots you, your second star power activates. She has no ammo in the chamber, and you get away scot-free, or you capitalize on that momentum and try to kill her. Now, of course, this doesn't just work for Tara either. There was a bunch of different situations that I was caught in that I saw it was coming into good use. For example, Mortis was trying to kill me. As Bea, you're a 3-shot when you're maxed out and going up against a maxed out Mortis. If you have your second star power equipped, it is now a 4-shot, so that Mortis either needs to reload another ammo or take you out with their super, which definitely wastes a lot of momentum. And this also applies to a lot of other brawlers in the game as well that deal that consistent non-changing chip damage. And I'm not just talking about your Pipers or your Brocks that hit you really, really hard. I'm also talking about your Pennies, your Jessies, your Franks, your Nitas. The lists go on and on that kind of rely on knowing how many shots it's going to take out a squishier brawler. Really, the only time where it might be a little bit harder to get good usage out of it when we're talking about brawlers specifically are those brawlers that deal more than 1 damage with 1 basic attack. So your Colt or Rico, stuff like that, or Pam. There's a lot of different other brawlers that do that as well, but sometimes it can still help you out. Now, when it comes to the game modes that I think it's really good in, I honestly think it's really good in Showdown. You have to prioritize your life in Showdown. If you have a star power that can give you a second chance in certain situations, I feel like that's definitely the star power to go with. I found it exceptionally good in Brawl Ball. There was a lot of times where I was playing with Bea and I used it to walk the ball in. It gives you a few brief moments of invulnerability where you can just walk it straight past, even though Daryl is pounding your face in. It's pretty dang good. Also, of course, in Bounty, that's the most obvious game mode that you want to bring it into. But then in just other game modes, I feel like it's a toss of the coin. Depends on how you want to play with Bea. Do you want to have added DPS because you have a more reliable basic attack with landing that max damage, that 3080 at max level? Or do you want that brief invulnerability that might get you out of a really tight situation and help out your team? But yeah, I think it's a fantastic star power, and I don't think a lot of people are giving it enough credit. One of my favorite things about it, honestly, is that it kind of pushes you to be an even higher skill cap Bea, because you want to land your shots a little bit more consistently, not just spam out because you are banking on that second shot with Bea's supercharged shot. So all around, I think I like the second star power a bit better. So yeah, guys, I think it's about that time to hop into some gameplay with both these brawlers. We can talk a little bit more while we're trucking around and having a good time. I think I want to start off with Max in Heist. I've been enjoying her in Heist. It's really, really fun. Beforehand, I would have never dreamed to bring her into Heist, but with that added DPS, the increased reload speed that Max has with this star power, she's actually pretty okay. She's definitely not good, but she's fun to use. I like to just ignore all damage and just go. Just go, baby. Unless everyone else ignores me. Okay, good. We have the big boy distracted by us, which is ideal. If we can take out the bull, that helps out quite a bit. Barley, while we're distracting both those guys, going ham, running train on that Heist save. Is what you like to see from a teammate. See, this is the one thing I have a hard time with Max, is like, I don't know when to use the super in a beneficial situation. Like, I can give my teammates added movement speed, but whenever I do it, I feel like they just freaking like stand in the same spot and do whatever they were doing beforehand, like not really helping them a whole lot. I don't know. Let's heal up here. Bull's gonna charge in. We can just bypass the bull, get some DPS there. Let's go, get some damage, baby. Take out the penny while we're at it. Let's go, guys. Max. Granted, the Barley did the majority of the damage in that game, but we definitely helped out a little bit there. Also, leave in the comments down below if you agree with me there. Do you find it a little bit difficult to find like a good, notable situation to use Max's super? Or I know the situations that's gonna work best, like if you're trying to get your teammates away from a bad spot, like they have gems and you want them to retreat or something like that, or in Brawl Ball to give someone like the ball and they can score it a little bit easier. But other than that, like in situations like that, Heist, and they're just like holding down their lane, I don't know. I guess it could help them win their lane. I don't know. I just find it a little bit more tricky. Okay, so the other game mode that I've been playing with today is Lone Star with Max. And it's been a lot of fun as well. People underestimate Max because of all the talk in the community, how bad she is. But since we have her maxed out, she does fairly decent DPS, and we have really, really high reload speed, so we can get to working on these guys. Okay, here we go. Ooh, the second star power. I like that. Such a broken star power on Leon there. Let's speed up. Let's try and kill his poke of steel from the Leon. Let's go. Can we kill the Leon as well? No, not quite. We gotta aim this perfectly. Oh, got him right before we died. Let's go. We have first place. Are we close to getting our super is the question. Max is decent in Lone Star when it comes to like an assassination type brawler, just trying to take out. Uh-oh, I don't know where the Leon is. I'm nervous. Did he use it to get away? Or just do a little loop-de-doo. We're not going to be able to kill the Poco. Again, the DPS is lacking, man. It stinks when you're face-to-face with a Poco and it takes 7 rounds to freaking kill him. Okay, so Leon is getting low, but one thing I've noticed in Lone Stars, you don't want to get like manic over one brawler, you know? Trying to go for and kill one brawler. Just keep rolling around the map, going for people that you think you can kill. The more you move around, the more people you're going to find. So don't do what this Leon's doing. You want to spin on me, Leon? Okay, so rank 1. Let's go. Let's try and keep this lead. Who's got the most star power or the bounty on the map? You know Leon's coming for me. You 100% know he's coming for me. Bring it on. I got so many shots to be able to poke check where you're at. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Okay, Leon was not going for us. If the Leon was anything like me, he would have took some notes there, like a hit list. Like, I gotta go for that freaking Max. You gotta hold grudges in these solo game modes. But man, I feel like Max is just an entirely new brawler with this new star power. And like I said before, I feel like it is going to be quite the spectacle once she gets a buff in the next set of battles. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope she is pretty dominant in the meta. Okay, guys, so next we're going to be hopping into our matches with Bea. Hopefully I can give you guys some good examples as to why I think the second star power is actually a really good star power, and I feel like people are not giving it enough credit. So here we go. Let's try and get some boxes. We're spawning in a really good spot. What I'm going to try to do is get this chip damage, but if Crow presents himself, I'm going to hit him once so we can get through the boxes even quicker with our supercharged shot. So here we go. I'm not going to leave until I get these 2 boxes. I don't care how much that Crow antagonizes me. Now, it's a funny thing. We just did a video yesterday about the best brawlers in Showdown, and Money, the pro player that we featured in that video that helped us with his suggestions, really good pro player in Showdown, recommended us not to play with Bea in Showdown. But you know what? I really enjoy Bea. She's a lot of fun in this game mode, and the second star power I think helps her out a lot in solos and in Showdown for sure. So we're going to pick this up. We'll see if we can get to ripping around. Let's be a little bit more aggro. BB, we definitely can use our second star power to our advantage. We can tank a whole attack, and she definitely has delay in between attacks. So we have even more time to get some use out of the star power. So here we go. Let's see. No one's really been pressuring us that crazy. The Leon's just doing that chip damage. Let's try aim. Little prediction shot. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. I'm assuming there's someone over here. I think there is. I'm just going to use my super to spread it out because I guarantee, yeah. We can probably get some use out of it from Shelly. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can use this. Saved. I went way too far in on the Shelly, hoping that she would proc my super so we can get a little example, but definitely would have died there. But we managed to get the kill on the Shelly. If the Leon wouldn't have roamed up, we would have gotten away scot-free with all thanks to the star power. So next, we're going to hop into Brawl Ball, another game mode where I feel like it is actually coming into play quite a lot. So we'll have to see, though. There's been a few circumstances where I've been able to score the ball, and I'm like in awe of the star power, the godly star power, being able to literally score the ball for you. But I'm not sure if we'll be able to show this. But I mean, if we have a full team wipe and like a Frank is spawning in, he hits us twice, the second shot should kill us. We can use the star power just to walk it in with the momentum. Okay, here we go. Let's try to push out the Frank because there's 2 guys on the left side and only 1 on the right. All right, we gotta land our shots here, guys. Okay, while BB is slowed, we can just auto aim. It's one thing you guys should keep in mind. You can auto aim if they're slowed down from your super or from any super. Okay, I'm not gonna die just yet. Getting away scot-free. Oh, didn't see the barrel. Dang it. Bot Ray. Okay, we're pushing, we're pushing, we're pushing. That's what I'm talking about. Taking out the Frank, still at 1 HP. Okay, taking out the BB, and we have an open lane. Let's go. Kick it up, kick it up, kick it up. Dang you. Oh, I see you. I see you, Spike. I like that. It's almost like I want someone to kill me so I can show off the star power. Okay, here we go. If not, I recorded a little bit of gameplay before of me scoring in a goal, which I'll just put it up on the screen. Okay, we're going to be taken out. And we'll see if we can score the ball. Beast ball score? You kidding me with the second star power? You gotta love it. Okay, this match is actually really good. This is a fun match. Pretty stalematey. Okay, let's pop the Frank as much as we can. Don't you dare proc my star power there, BB. Can we take her out? Not quite. Okay, let's roll up the right side. Don't proc it. We need it. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. We can hang out in the back. Use our range to our advantage. Get out of here. What are you trying to do? Huh? Alright, nice. Taking out the spike. Let's move up. Literally, I'm trying as hard as I can for them not to proc it. Frank, camping. Camping there, Frank. Okay, we need to try and keep as many people alive as possible. Okay. This game is nuts. It's just a stalemate. Okay. We need to push. Push. Nice. Not dying yet. Keeping the pressure on the board. And one thing that I do notice about Brawl Ball that you guys should keep in mind, the second star power is exceptional in, is that Brawl Ball has a really long respawn time. So anything that can prolong your life in a bad situation is really, really good in Brawl Ball. So here we go. Can we finish it off here? There's no way I'm going to let this end in a draw. I swear to goodness gracious. Okay, taking out the Frank. Let's try our best here. Let's go. I guess it came out in the end. I was waiting for the spike to hit me. Maybe we can get some looks there, but it does really, really help out a lot in Brawl Ball. I feel like it's the best star power for 3v3 game modes behind Bounty. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of the video today. Make sure to let me know what you guys are thinking about these two new star powers. Like I said before, I feel like Max's is pretty dang good. Once she gets a buff, I think it's going to make her even better. We're going to be able to see the full power of this star power come out, as well as I feel like B, people aren't giving her enough credit for this star power. I think it's actually really, really good for her in a lot of different situations. So, hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.